Hey everybody, it's Yuri here, back at it with Doki Literature Club, but this time I'm not alone. I got a few friends with me. Say hi, people.
Hello.
Hi.
Yeah, I brought in some friends of mine. Their names are Cutie. Say hi, Cutie.
Hey, hey.
And Beth.
Hi.
So they're gonna join me on this little adventure in Doki. They're gonna help voice out the characters for me. I already gave them some roles, so you guys get to hear their sick acting skills in a few moments here. But for the moment, we're gonna pick a Doki to romance. Now, since I'm a Sayori simp, I'm gonna go with her preferred words. What did she like? I think she was into depressed stuff, right?
It's a mix of cute stuff and depressing stuff.
So maybe empty? Yeah, okay. Fun, peace, lust, nightgown, flying. I think maybe flying.
Flying's nice.
Yeah, there we go. Grief, probably. Yep. Depression, obviously. Pain. Hopeless. Misfortune? I don't know if that's Sayori or Yuri. Okay, that's Sayori. Tragedy. Flee. After image. This one's kind of tricky. I don't know which is which. No, that was Yuri. Okay. Childhood. There we go. Family would be Natsuki, I think. Fireflies? Yeah, there we go. Rain cloud. Agonizing. Yeah, there we go. Sadness. Fear. Disarray. Nope, that was Yuri. Damn it. Misery. Like Stephen King. Friends. Hurt. And death. Foreshadowing. Okay. Oh, that's me. Hi again, Yuri. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Ha ha ha. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the Literature Club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out.
Thanks for keeping your promise, Yuri. Hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it.
Oh, come on! Like he deserves any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any club this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it.
Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room.
Huh?
Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga.
Manga is literature!
Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat.
Don't worry, guys. Yuri always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room.
How dependable.
Sayori, that's
Sayori.
because... Yeah, I mentioned this in the last part. It's gonna be confusing. Because I named myself Yuri.
Sayori, that's because your room is so messy, it's distracting.
No, I think that's me.
Are you sure? Because I'm pretty sure, like, if that name pops up, it's like the characters when when there's no name, that's you.
No, I didn't... Oh my god. Okay, we're not even 10 minutes and it's already a headache. Okay.
Maybe you should have just named yourself something else.
Yeah, well, too little, too late at this point.
I mean, it isn't technically too late. You can still, like, maybe reset everything.
Later. And you almost set your house on fire once.
Is that so?
Two are really good friends, aren't you?
Okay, so I think if she, like, moves forward a little, that's Yuri talking. And when...
I wish they had, like, some slight mouth animation so that you know who's talking.
Yeah.
Like granted, like, this is, like, I bet they didn't, like, consider this problem since, like, who would have the same name as the characters.
Okay, well, look, Yuri's a nice name, alright?
I'm not saying it is, I'm just saying.
That's you, cutie.
I might be a little jealous.
How come you and Yuri can become good friends too?
Sayori.
Oh, sorry.
No, that's fine. That kind of works for both of us. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into.
Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know.
What? Sayori?
Me?
Damn it! This is gonna get so confusing, it already is!
I'll probably just change it in the next video, but for now we'll just have to deal with it.
Not really.
Don't be shy.
It's really nothing.
What is it?
Never mind. It's weird way to tell like this.
Cutie, you're kind of cutting out. I can't hear you.
Hello? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
What do I do?
I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking.
I guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what.
Is that so?
Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. We keep talking over each other. That's kind of weird, Yuri. Alright.
It's hard to tell because she isn't popping up.
Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I think that's your cue.
I didn't want you to feel left out. So I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted.
How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked a book that I can't fucking read. She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book.
Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think.
Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayuri and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is roaming around in the closet. Man, it looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slump down into the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself like this? I guess I could always read some of the book Yuri gave me, but I'm feeling a little too tired to read. I could probably fall asleep right now. I closed my eyes and ended up listening in on Sayori's conversation with Monica.
We're probably gonna seem really lame compared to all the other clubs, though.
Well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. The problem is that the idea of a literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. I mean, look at me. I can barely read fucking Clifford the Big Red Dog over here. Too many complex letters. We're gonna scare everyone away. But it's not like that at all, you know? We just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds.
That doesn't solve the problem, though.
What do you mean?
Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if it's a literature event. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know? And after they come, we can do the thing that speaks to their creative minds.
What's this? Sayuri is taking this really seriously. It's rare to hear her deliberating like this. Huh, that's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick?
What kind?
Ah, well, I guess we could.
Cupcakes!
Ah ha ha ha. Good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that.
Right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly.
That wasn't why you suggested it?
Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy.
Cupcakes it is then.
I'm hungry.
Anyway, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. I find myself smiling. In the end, Sayuri is still her usual self. But therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sayuri can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. Ugh. I open my eyes to find Sayuri's face filling my vision. I nearly fall out of my chair.
Sorry. Wait. Actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't the napping club.
Does our school have a napping club?
You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in a club, you're gonna have less time for anime, you know. You'll need to get used to it.
Don't say that out loud. First of all, it's not anime, it's hentai, you uncultured swine. I glance over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard.
It's true, though.
Yeah, I know. Hentai is art. You're always looking out for me, Sayori.
It's what I do best.
That's a problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you?
Not every day.
That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time?
It's a secret.
I knew it.
Come on. At least give me the benefit of the doubt.
I can't even do that. Look, Sayori, it's written all over you. With crayons and everything.
Eh?
Sayori glances around at herself.
How's it written all over me?
You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair is sticking out all around here. I run my fingertips down the side of Sayori's hair, trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need a brush for this.
My hair is just really hard to get right.
I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't even straight either. And there's a toothpaste stain on your collar right here. I try to wipe off the stain with my finger.
But nobody would ever notice that.
Trust me, I know a thing or two about white stains. Of course they would. Nobody's gonna tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I really don't care about that because I'm a fucking asshole.
Hey, you meanie.
And you don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, Sayori. Why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet?
Eh? That's super mean.
Sorry, but you'll thank me later. I start to button her blazer. Oh my god. I start to button her blazer from the bottom. Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind.
This is so funny.
What is?
Well, I was just thinking how weird it is to have a friend who does these kinds of things.
Eh? Don't say that. You'll make me feel weird about it, stupid.
It's okay though. I'm happy we're like this. Aren't you?
I guess.
Hey, be careful. The button might come off.
Why is this one so hard to close? I struggle to fully close the button near her chest. Does this thing even fit you properly?
It did when I bought it.
Sigh. If you ever buttoned it, you would have noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about?
It means my boobs got bigger again.
Don't say that out loud. Anyway, moving on from you and your fat tits. You look much better now, so... Why does it feel strange to see Sayori's blazer buttoned up like that?
But it's so stuffy. Ugh. It's not worth it at all.
Sayori hastily unbuttons her blazer once more, letting her big fat tits hanging out all over the place once again.
Phew. That's so much better.
Sayori puts her arms out and twirls around.
So if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right?
What kind of logic is that? And why are you saying that like it's a good thing?
Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't even let you do things like this. And you take care of me better than anyone else would anyway. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned.
Stop saying all these embarrassing things.
Eh? I didn't say anything embarrassing.
Jeez. Well, anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier.
Only if you focus on going to bed earlier.
Fine, fine. It's a deal.
I guess we really are better taking care of each other than we are taking care of ourselves.
Yeah, I guess so, huh?
So maybe you could come wake me up in the morning.
You're doing it again, Sayori.
Oh, but I was joking that time.
Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes. Okay, everyone. Eh? Monica suddenly calls out. Why don't we share the poems we wrote now?
Yay! Yuri, I can't wait to read yours.
Yeah, same. I fail to sound enthusiastic, but Sayori still trots away to retrieve her poem. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with?
I can't wait!
Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Okay, do you guys want to go through the sharing poem phase, or?
I don't mind, but are we also reading the poems out loud?
That depends. Do you want to read them, or do you want me to do a really bad impression of you guys?
I can try to read them.
Okay, we'll go with Sayori first. I'm definitely most comfortable sharing it with Sayori first. She's my good friend after all.
Oh my goodness! This is so good, Yuri!
Eh?
I love it! I had no idea you're such a good writer!
Sayori, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing.
Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either.
Jeez. I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a little more constructive than this. Maybe even Natsuki's. I Are you sure you don't just like it because I wrote it?
Eh? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of other people, you know? So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem. It's a Yuri poem. And that makes it feel extra special. Like I can feel your feelings in it.
Sayori hugs the sheet against her big fat chest. You're so weird, Sayori.
I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really part of the club now.
Not to mention the fact I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise.
See? It's like I said before, Yuri. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people. That's something only really good people do.
Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Me with 4 incredibly hot girls, all alone. Yeah, this is definitely just for writing.
Yeah.
Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all.
Yeah. And I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you.
Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then.
Yay! Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this.
We'll see about that.
Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast.
Beautiful. Stunning. Sayori. This is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this?
No. Just a little bit.
You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question.
I forgot to do it last night.
Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself.
Don't be mean. I still tried my best.
Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you.
Really?
Yeah. Especially that last line.
I made eggs and toast.
Even though you were late to school?
It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky.
Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me.
This was so much fun. Monica's the best.
Yeah.
But next time, I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever.
Well, I guess I look forward to it. Okay. I kind of want to go with Yuri so Cutie can get some more words in, but I get the feeling it's going to be really confusing at the same time.
Yeah.
So I'm going to pick Yuri.
Surely the way to go.
Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh.
Sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine. Oh, no, I think that's you.
It's fine, don't force yourself.
I'm not. See? I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. I think that's you.
No, I think that's you.
This is your first time reading a poem, right?
Yeah. Why do you ask?
Okay, yeah, this is getting confusing. Why didn't you just name yourself something else?
Look, hindsight is 20/20, alright?
Fair enough. Just making sure. Guess that might be after reading through it.
Ah, so it's that bad, huh? I get it. I'll just go hang myself right now. Sorry for bothering you.
Don't commit die yet. No! Did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry.
Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. I'm still in first base with these people.
Yeah.
It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying?
Right. It's just that there's specific writing habits that are usually typical for new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick up a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened.
Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert.
Of course, that's not something you did me with. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them, building them. Getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time to know things of practice and then you might and trying new things. I must know that everyone in the world gives you value. I said he can be a little bit biased though.
Biased? How?
Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that.
Oh, so you're gossiping. I get it. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Oh my god. Do you mind if I read your poem now?
Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it.
Yuri smiles dreamily, as if it's a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Are you reading it, or are you cutting out again?
I didn't know what's up. Okay. Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Calm. Breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back.
Sorry about that 10-second long awkward silence between us. I mean, we both have the same name, so...
I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting.
What? I wasn't thinking that at all.
But it took you a long time to read.
Oh god, the game knows. I haven't even gotten to that part yet. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty.
Eh? That's a relief.
Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive.
It wasn't too short? I usually write longer poems.
Not at all.
I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose.
Are you into ghosts, Yuri?
Hoo-hoo. Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Yuri.
Is that so, Yuri? Really?
Really.
Really? Really? I must have totally missed the point.
Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all.
Oh, you're just calling me stupid now?
But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem was only being symbolically compared to a ghost. Lingering in her last remaining piece of comfort, unable to let go of the past. And seeming to be left with nothing.
That's a lot more
That's a
solemn
lot.
putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive.
It's nothing really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too.
Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. No.
Counting on you.
Alright,
Wasn't really as bad as I thought it was.
well, aside from the really extended, long, awkward silence. Natsuki or Monica?
Let's do Natsuki.
Okay, Natsuki. Hmm?
Yuri, if you're not going to take this clip seriously, then go home.
Well, fuck you too, then. What? Harsh?
What, you expect me to believe that you actually put effort into this? Do you think I'm stupid?
Yes. I'm not a writer. Maybe it's not very good, but yeah, I did put in effort. We all start somewhere, right? If you're still proud of the first poem you ever wrote, then I'd like to read it. Painful to think about?
Fine. Well, sorry. He'll get better anyway. I'd tell you what to improve, but you're better off just trying again.
Fair enough. Well, to each their own, I guess.
Anyway, I guess I gotta share mine now. Knowing you, you'll probably think it's stupid.
You've only known me for a day.
Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly. People can try, but that's about it.
Stunning work. Stephen King would be jealous.
Can't even tell if you're being serious or not. Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it.
I like it.
What? Just be honest.
I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it?
Well, because everyone in high school thinks their rhyme has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously.
But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid.
Yes, exactly! I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it.
Yeah, I understand.
But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then I made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line.
So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized.
That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you?
Yeah, guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is. That's a dangerous way of thinking. But if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Alright, Monica's the last one. I'm basically gonna be talking to myself here.
Hit.
Hi, Yuri. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities, things we can do better, maybe remove a few people from the equation, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Yuri. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. I like this one. It makes me think of something Sayori would like. Is that so? You and Sayori are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sorts of things in common. Oh, well. We may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different. So you wouldn't mind if she just suddenly stopped appearing one day, huh? Well, that may be the case. But maybe there are also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you. The way it makes my blood boil. Sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you think. So I think that's the kind of vibe I get when reading your poem. You sure you're not reading into it too much? I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Sayori's writing has kind of a gentle feel to it. I can tell that she likes exploring with emotions like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too? Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Well, to each their own. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I love to see you try new things. In fact, I love to see you a lot more often. Maybe away from the other three a little bit. You know, just scoot on over by to me, you know? You know, just a consideration. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their own kinds of styles. But I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See, the direction the speckle protrudes. A noisy neighbor? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I read, blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retina's already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. So, what did you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten really popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. You don't need to worry about it. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Or just not here at all. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Alright. You guys want to keep going or should we save right here?
Don't mind either way.
Well, I think we're kind of at the end of the day as is.
Yeah, let's just stop here. It sounds like a good stopping point.
Alright, we'll keep going. Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly.
What's with this language?
Yeah? Did you say something?
Oh, it's nothing.
Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand.
I guess you could say it's fancy.
Ah, thanks. Yours is cute.
Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute?
Yeah, I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice.
Eh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all.
Well, I do have a couple suggestions.
If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it. And Yuri did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all...
Excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring. Which I haven't yet. And Yuri liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it.
Natsuki suddenly stands up.
Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress their new member, Yuri.
Eh? That's not what I... You're just...
Yuri stands up as well.
Maybe you're just jealous that Yuri appreciates my advice more than he appreciates yours.
Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself?
No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy.
Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Yuri started showing up.
What does that even mean?
Natsuki!
She's a stuffer.
Natsuki, that's a little...
This doesn't
Doesn't involve
you!
you.
Okay.
I don't like fighting, guys!
Suddenly, both girls turned towards me as if they just noticed I was standing there.
Yuri. She's just trying to make me look bad.
That's not true! She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Yuri.
Wait!
Still you, cutie.
So it makes me have some really deep expressive words in our language. It's a way to convey complex feelings and meaning that most effectively. One of them is not unnecessarily limiting yourself, but it's extent-based. You understand, Yuri? You understand that, right, Yuri? Well?
Well?
How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whoever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. So of course that's going to be, help me, Sayori! Help me! Natsuki. Natsuki glares at me, trailing up any words I had in my mouth. So instead I turned to Yuri. Yuri. But Yuri's expression is so defenseless that I can't bring myself to say anything to her. Sayori.
Eh?
Yeah. Everyone's fighting is making Sayori uncomfortable. How can the two of you keep fighting when you know you're making your friend feel like this? Look at her. She barely knows where she is right now. She's probably one step away from having a complete meltdown because of you two. How selfish can you be?
Yuri. Well, that's her problem. This isn't about her.
I agree. It's unfair for others to inject their own feelings into our conflict.
Yeah, unless Sayori wants to tell Yuri what a stuck-up jerk she's being.
She would never. It's your maturity that's made her upset in the first place.
Excuse me? Are you listening to yourself? This is exactly why nobody likes... Stop! Natsuki, Yuri! You guys are my friends. I just want everyone to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people. And I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poems. They're amazing because they give you so many feelings with just a few words. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in your head. Everyone's so talented. So why are we fighting? Because...
Well...
Also, Natsuki's cute, and there's nothing wrong with that. And Yuri's boobs are the same as they always were. Big and beautiful.
Amazing. Sayori. Sayori stands triumphantly. Monica stands behind her with a bewildered expression.
I'll make some tea.
Yuri rushes off. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. So this is why Sayori is vice president. I whisper to Monica. She nods in return. To be honest, she needs to go. I might come off as a good leader and I can organize things, but I'm not very good with people. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. As president, that's kind of embarrassing of me. Nah. It's not that I can blame you, but what was that line about getting rid of Sayori? You know, that whole thing? You don't need to worry about that, it's nothing. I wasn't able to say anything either, you know? Well, I guess that just means Sayori is amazing in her own ways, isn't she? You could say that. She might be an airhead, but sometimes it's weirdly suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. I see. I'll keep that in mind later. Take good care of her, okay? I would hate to see herself get hurt. Yeah, that makes two of us. You can count on me. Monica smiles sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. Such a genuine person really does make a good president, regardless of what she says. Like, getting rid of everybody and making threatening comments about Sayori. Only a genuine person would do that. If only I could get the chance to talk to her a little more. Ugh. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. More specifically, for you all to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems?
It was a lot of fun.
Well, I'd say it was worth it.
It was alright. Well, mostly.
Yuri? How about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Aside from the whole fight that broke out. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you'll learn something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination.
Yuri! Ready to walk home?
Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, about what happened earlier.
What do you mean?
You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often?
No! That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise, they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you?
No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they make good friends with you.
Yeah. You know, Yuri, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too.
That's...
Every day is going to be so much fun.
Sigh. It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but it doesn't really need to stop there. I mean, come on. We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do this. Okay. I think we can call that a part there. Just gonna save right there. And, yeah. Thank you, Beth and Cutie, for joining me on this epic adventure. And
You're welcome.
we're gonna pump out some more videos for you guys in the future. But for now, I'm just gonna call it a part here. Bye.